Big event tonight on 2020. Two women ruling the world sit down with so much to talk about. Katie Couric and Beyonce on what has been a blockbuster year in the superstar's life. New music, a new concert DVD live at Roseland, the elements of 4, and the biggest new development of all, that baby on the way. Katie has all the scoop here with a sneak peek.
Hey, George. Good morning. Nice to see you. You know, I was like a doting auntie around Beyonce because I'm so excited for her. She's such a wonderful person. You and I have interviewed a lot of famous people, a lot of celebrities, and I have to say she is one of my all-time favorites. And I also observed that pregnancy really becomes her.
Can't wait to see.
Beyonce opted for an intimate venue to promote her latest album, 4. She chose New York's famous Roseland Ballroom, which holds just 3,500. Quite a change from the 40,000-seat arenas she normally plays. Last August, in a series of sold-out concerts, no one in the audience suspected Beyonce was really singing for 2.
How y'all feeling tonight?
Those performances became a new DVD, live at Roseland, Elements of 4.
Was it disappointing you couldn't go on tour and promote this album in a way that normally you would?
Well, I was able to do Roseland, and it's one of the reasons I did it because I felt like this music was so important to me, and I wanted everyone to be able to experience the music live because it becomes something completely different.
And it was quite intimate, wasn't it? Not only the fact that there weren't that many people here, but the content of the show was pretty intimate too.
It was. That was something important to me because I think people get caught up in the music and the beat and the fun of the song, and they don't realize my music, it's the story of my life. So telling the story was almost like telling my diary.
Say my name, say my name.
The film is a collection of hits, including Destiny's Child chart toppers like Say My Name, as well as Beyonce's iconic solo hits like Single Ladies. There's also rare personal home video from her life. Even as a little girl, she knew music was her destiny.
You knew what you wanted to do, what you wanted to be at a very early age.
Yes.
How did you know that?
There was a feeling that I got when I performed that made me feel safer than any other environment. I guess because I was a bit shy, I did not express myself. So that was my outlet. I also had parents that asked me all the time, what do you love? What is your passion? And they built up my self-esteem. My mother's mission was to figure out what I loved. I think that's really important, and I hope to do the same thing for my children.
What's the best thing about being pregnant?
The best thing?
Being able to eat whatever you want? Are you able to?
You know, I've been really conscious, and I've been trying my best not to lose control because I've met so many people that say my second baby, my third baby, I learned my lesson. So I haven't been going crazy. I know that it's important that I don't lose myself, and I have my passion and I have things that I love, and you know, I believe that life doesn't stop.
These are your new digs?
Beyonce took me to see her new production company, the Parkwood Group, named after the street she grew up on in Houston, a reminder of the lessons from home.
You've always been a strong woman, and I think you've always been very empowered, I think, in your sort of your whole package. And where did you get that from? You think your mom is like that?
Absolutely. My mother was a business owner. She owned her own hair salon, and I saw her working 13 hours a day. And she never complained. She always took us to church on Sundays. She picked us up from school. She managed to balance her life. And I hopefully can inspire other women to continue to write and produce their own songs and direct their videos and have their brands that's really them, is not something that somebody is telling them to be.
It's here at Parkwood that Beyonce produced, directed, and supervised editing of her concert film. In it, the very private Beyonce even gives fans a tiny glimpse of her favorite dress, her wedding gown, something she's kept hidden from the public for 3 years.
There were many magazines and people that asked for us to give pictures, and that's not what the wedding was about, and it was so private, and it was only, you know, a few people there. It was in our home. My mother designed the dress, and I'm so proud of that dress because she did such a beautiful job. It's so beautiful. It's my favorite dress I've ever worn, so I'm kind of happy people get to see.
You have some good role models in your parents, don't you?
I do, absolutely. And hopefully, you know, I'm going to pass on things that generations of my family has passed on to me, and it's exciting. I know it's going to be difficult at times, and I know that, like my mother, sometimes I'm going to get on my child's nerves, and it's all out of love, and I'm just ready. I'm ready for the next chapter.
She does look excited, Katie, and we're all trying to do the math. We know that she was pregnant when she came here to GMA in July. Any better sense of when the baby's coming?
Well, you know, she's keeping mum about the due date, I think, for security reasons primarily, but she just released this week a behind-the-scenes look of the making of the video of her song Countdown, and in it, she said she was 6 months pregnant in late September, so if you do the math, she may be getting a very nice Christmas present or a New Year's baby, or maybe on my birthday, January 7th. That's what I'm pulling for.
Christmas baby, that would be nice. And she's got a lot of other things coming up, nominated for Grammys.
That's right. She was nominated not only for performing, but for producing and directing her last concert film, which was called Beyonce I Am, the World Tour. So apparently her work behind the scenes is good enough to get a Grammy nomination. But she's just so terrific.
She sure is. And we're going to see so much more tonight on 2020, including you're going to get to the bottom of that whole controversy.
Oh, isn't it
with
so
the baby bump that was
ridiculous?
moving
People
around.
saying she had faked the pregnancy. We laughed and laughed about that. So we talk about that tonight. And also rumors about her cravings, which were also completely untrue.
Oh, so we'll find out the truth tonight.
Yes,
That's 10/9 Central. Thanks,
no
Katie.
ketchup and ice cream.
Oh, that's too bad.